Welcome back, folks, to some more Dark Sun, Wake of the Ravager. Alright, we got done talking with Matthias, and also we talked with Eleka. She told us about Tarsala and Romila, and what we need to do now is, let's see here, we got a little map. No map. Got some stuff to take and sell. Some gems and rings look non-magical. I noticed that if you wanted to listen to the cool tunes, you go in here to the game and you can turn the music. Oh, they made the difficulty way harder. We're playing on balanced. We'll see how that is for a bit. Just because I transported my characters and busted my ass in Dark Sun 1 doesn't mean I should be have to pay the price here. There you go, restart the music. As you step into the meeting room, you see an intense woman rallying her followers. The respect she invokes shows clearly in their faces.
The time to act is now! We have hidden in the shadows long enough! Kalik has been dead for months, and what have we done with our freedom? Nothing.
Ramila's right. Fear is our only enemy now. The common people want the defilers driven from the land as much as we do. All we must do is teach them the truth about our magic.
But the people are not ready to accept magic in any form. Divulgence, if carried out, must be done slowly, like the gathering of dew, one drop at a time until the bowl is full.
Romila turns and notices you in the doorway. She raises her hand and gestures to you.
Here they are, the new Alliance members. How do you stand on divulgence, friend?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Take the fight straight to the enemy! A true warrior for justice, you and I will be fast friends. When I first heard of your unassuming ways with the Templars, I thought you were meek, but I see I was wrong.
What exactly is divulgence?
Simply put, divulgence is the idea that we in the Alliance should lift our veils and reveal to the public that we are wizards, that not all magic users are evil like the defilers. This, we feel, can only strengthen us in our fight.
What exactly are you fighting for?
Look around you. Athos is a tortured world, where even breathing can be painful when the hot winds blow. We find so cool breeze will not be smothered with dust, so a spring can nourish life before it dries up. It is the defilers who make Athos like this, and it is them we take the fight.
A righteous cause? How can I help?
I appreciate the guile you showed in getting the information from the Templars, but now is not the time for secrecy. I think I know where the Draxons of yours are hiding. We must hit them soon and hit them hard.
What does Matthias say about all this?
Matthias wants to keep the Vowed Alliance a secret society, and we respect his leadership. However, Matthias knows it is a changing world we live in, and that the debate over divulgence can only provide us with more options.
Sounds like a good way to get killed.
You are right. To me, death in the name of life is the only death I will accept.
Won't people simply hunt you down?
They may. They see the blasted land around them and know there was magic that caused the destruction. They don't know what is only magic can heal Athos of its wounds. That is why we live and die for. Come to my corridors later. Just you, Lug-Lug. They are straight down the corridor to the west. We could speak quietly there.
Ramila and the other members speak amongst themselves for a few moments before the meeting breaks up.
Ramila kinda cute. She pretty.
All right, Lug-Lug. Let's see it. Oh, I mean, we have us a deadly situation here with the Draxons, but I still don't know how you do in combat. What we need is for someone to crush these Draxons, and quick.
Just point me at them. You'll see me fight.
With an attitude like that, those Draxons won't last long in our town.
What do you want me to do?
Like I said, let's see it.
Oh,
wait. We can't wait around for the Draxons to make their play. Take the fight straight to them, and make them think twice about being in Tyr.
Do you know where they are?
The Ziggurat.
How can I get into the pyramid?
The obvious entrance hath been long since sealed off. Tassarla, our agent in the Shadow Square, may be able to help you.
What about your advice?
Sure, watch your step. If the Draxons are preparing a sanctum for their dragon, you can bet they're laying traps and walls to protect it.
Why do you think they're in the pyramid thingy?
It's the only place big enough and deserted to conceal them. Where else would the dragon want his sanctum? If the Draxons aren't in the pyramid, we're in more trouble than I care to consider.
I want to talk to you about a few things.
Absolutely. Let's see it. I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Tell me about yourself, Ramila.
No point in talking about me. The past is the past, and all that matters about the present is what we do with it.
What do you know about Matthias?
He's a wise man with a good heart. That's enough for me.
But you disagree so much.
We have philosophical differences.
And why do you want to bring about divulgence?
We are not strong enough to stand alone in the shadows. All these years preservers have fought, but with little to show for their efforts. Something must be done to turn the tide, but enough talk. It's time to get to work. Good luck to you, Lug-Lug. Now, let's see it.
Huh? See me search your stuff and take it, bitch. You purty, but not that purty.
Did they really have to give my giant a purple fucking thong? I mean, what the fuck? Like, seriously, dude's wearing fucking a G-string. Not cool. So not cool. Well, I'm gonna walk around here a little bit. Whoa, whoa, what's this? Got a little magic potion for me, Grandma?
Hello, you must be Lug-Lug, the new recruit. The one who was with Bakula when she died.
Those Draxons got the death they deserved.
No one deserves to die, Shirley. All life is precious, even wretches like those Draxons. Now then, what can I do for you?
Who are you? God damn, you're ugly.
Why, I'm Sylvania, of course. I thought everybody knew me. Leastways, everyone come to me sooner or later when they're hurt.
What are you doing? And why do you smell like mothballs?
I'm mixing up a few tinctures and storing herbs for the time they are needed.
Can you heal my wounds?
I will, but the font healing waters are used up. Shall I heal you now?
Thank you! I like the pretty graphics in this game. Too bad the engine sucks. Let's steal from this room. I mean, look in this room. Lug-Lug. Money. Leave the stick. I got one bigger in my pants. Even at 10,000 cycles, DOSBox can't run this game right. What the fuck? More shit to sell. Look like be rich.
Ah, Luglug, come in and make yourself comfortable. Was there something I can do for you?
What is the Templar Alliance all about?
We're like most cells of the Veil, doing our best to protect preservers and help Athos survive the ravages of defilers. Each chapter of the Veil works independently towards goals.
How independent are the chapters?
The name is the only thing shared between the chapters in each city. We each pursue our goals in our own time and with our own methods.
Isn't that a bit inefficient?
Perhaps, but it's much safer. Since I have no contact with the cells apart from the ones in Tyr, I could not betray them where I captured.
How have things changed since Kalik died?
Very little. True, we do not suffer persecution from the Templars as much, but the information you found in their offices just proves the respite will be short-lived. And of course, the dangers faced by the preservers are not limited to the Templars.
The headquarters is a strange building.
Tyr, you may know, was built atop an even more ancient city, which this building was part of. It was called the Bathhouse. If you can believe it, the sunken areas were once filled with water that people used to soak in.
What's the history of Tyr's chapter?
The Veiled Alliance chapter in Tyr was founded some 500 years ago and led by a mage of legendary power for 3 centuries. If you are interested, there is a book in the archives east of my room which tells the full story.
We better get Ronstock to read. Me not so good at reading. I want to ask your advice, though.
Of course, the role of the leader is primarily one advising. What did you want to know?
Romila says I should go to the pyramid.
Kalik's pyramid has always been a source of evil and will continue to be one until it is destroyed. That the Draxons have settled there is undoubtedly true, though I question the wisdom of attacking their stronghold.
We can't just sit and do nothing.
Remember what the Draxons are here for, preparing for the arrival of their Dragon King. In all my experience and all my reading, I have never known anything to cross paths with a dragon to survive. My duty above all else is to ensure the survival of the Veiled Alliance, and we did not survive half a millennium under a Sorcerer King being rash.
What should we do if not attack?
I am not sure, yet. Certainly the Draxons have been unable to complete any plans they have. The answer to our problem will be found in one of my many books, Patience and Wisdom. These are the virtues that will lead us to victory.
Why would Draxons come to Tyr?
For the same reasons that Pendants come. They feel they can get away with their crimes, since Tyr no longer has a Sorcerer King. I am, however, suspicious as to why the dragon would come to Tyr. It offers nothing the dragon could not take from its home in Erdraxa. Knowing that motive could be crucial to preventing its coming.
What do you think the dragon's motive is?
I can only guess at this point, and guessing about your enemy is a dangerous game. It would not surprise me, though, if the dragon is at least of our worries.
What could be more worse than a dragon, besides one of my farts?
The ambition of a vicious man. They would play with the destruction of Athos itself to satisfy their hunger.
What do you know about Erdraxa?
Erdraxa is a dreadful city in the middle of the Sea of Silt. Nothing but evil and blah-blah-blah. I've already read this. Blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. I don't know if I need any more information from this guy yet. Anyways, let's just get on with the show. Oh, wait. You don't mind if I steal from you, do you? Of course not. Oh, nothing to steal. Fuck! Luglug cannot reach any of the books. Seriously? Oh, nice. Got some magic scrolls out of the deal.
Yes, did you want something?
I Luglug, old man. Who are you?
Of course, the new members. I'm very pleased to meet you. My name is Nnamdi. Oh dear, if it gets too hot, it'll explode. Excuse me.
Nnamdi, me not done talking to you. What are you doing?
Matthias has me working on transformation magic. Since Kalik was killed in the very act of transforming into a dragon, we're very anxious to discover a way to counter it. Which reminds me, Matthias wanted me to give you this. It's a scarab of protection. Oh dear, if this gets too hot to explode, excuse me.
Huh? Give me fucking magic item and shut up. Let me look.
You did not do a very good job healing the rest of my party members. What is this? Minor Globe of Invulnerability. You already know this spell. And Spider Strand. What does that do? Causes a single strand of strong spiderweb to shoot forth from the caster's hand and entangle. Okay, it's like web. That's you're supposed to learn it when you do. Oh, it's a one-use scroll. Ah, fucking son of a bitch. Spellbook goes into the spellbook. One-use scrolls. Okay, I see the difference. Let's get Zemix healed here, and then we're gonna return to Tyr. There's a tear in my beer, and I hate that fucking song. That is a fucking gay song, by the way. If you're crying and you got a beer, you're a bitch, not a man. Here's a gun. Two-handed obsidian. Okay, yeah, we can sell that. Fuck it, rest. That's one way to do it. Boom, shakalaka. Are you leaving items behind? Because that's fucking steel pieces. Bitch. Get lug load control. You're fired. Just now saw this bag over here. I'm just taking the whole bag if you don't mind. Who the fuck are you?
Hello, can I help you?
You sure can. Who are you?
My name is Sandhya.
You prettiest girl in here. How did you become a member of the Vale?
Me? I've been secretly practicing magic up in the hills when the Templars decided they wanted to tear the earth apart. Looking for another load of iron right in my hills. It made me mad. The Templars gave up after a while, saying that the Hedgekin curse was why all their equipment kept breaking and all those Templars and prospectors kept disappearing. Old man Matthias knew the truth, though and offered me a safe place to stay.
I'm Luglug.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Luglug. Let's see it.
Huh?
Goodbye.
Why do people keep saying that to me? See what?
Hey, what can I do for you?
Absolutely nothing. You are male. Talk to you later. Let me borrow this bag, though. Thank you. Already robbed that room and that room.
I guess I need to find this magic fucking closet. But I came down through the stairs. Alright. How the fuck do I leave? You mean no path? Are you retarded? There's actually another portal here that I went into that leads you to a similar place. Not too sure about what's up with those. I'll look into it in the future. We can always return here, but I have a feeling I'm not supposed to go there quite yet. Luglug scans the book titles. All appear to be scholarly works, some dull beyond endurance of Tyr's history and its environs. A few, however, catch Luglug's eyes. Let's go ahead and read the books. There's not like an overwhelming amount of literature in the game. Acritus and the Veiled Alliance. Luglug opens the book and thumbs through it until a paragraph catches his attention. Many tales have circulated about Acritus, the mage who led the Veiled Alliance for nearly 3 centuries. Some stories say Acritus' reign was in fact a series of leaders who assumed his identity. Others claim he still lived today as a stone spire in the middle of the desert. Whatever the truth, Acritus' contribution is undeniable. His knowledge of Kalak was uncanny, and his single most important factor in the success of the Veiled Alliance in Tyr. The evil underfoot. The magnificent city of Tyr was built upon the decadent ruins of ancient city, which can still be endured in some places. Undoubtedly, our gracious King Kalak understands the reasoning for this, but the average citizen under Tyr, as the ruins are called, remains a source of fear. Under Tyr attracts and gives refuge to very things we have tried to eradicate in our fair city: thieves, rebellious slaves, and the Veiled Alliance. There have been reports of hideous monsters breeding in the ancient crypts and sewers. Tyrian citizens should watch for signs of underground activity and report them to the city guard. And the Iron Will and Iron Wealth. The iron mines of Tyr contain the largest known deposits of ores on Athos. Indeed, it is the mines which are the lifeblood of Tyr, providing the bulk of the city's wealth. Not that it concerns Tyr's sorcerers King Kalak, but the mine's ore is not extracted without a price paid in miners' lives. Many of the miners claim the deaths are the result of the Hinjin curse, and there have been mysterious deaths reported on levels below the crawls. Whatever the cause of those deaths may be, one thing is certain: most deaths are caused by simple poisoning. Gas pervades many of the digs, and only a fool would venture into the mine without protection. Wrap it up. This game is fucking buggy. And this is patched. That's kind of sad. Now let's read Kalak, the Sorcerer King of Tyr. Yeah. Great concerns have recently swept through the Templars of Tyr over King Kalak's project to build a massive ziggurat in the center of the city. True, the tyrant of Tyr, as Kalak is often called, has made Tyr one of the most successful cities on Athos. However, it is no longer clear that the old wisdom of do what is good for King Kalak and you will do what is good for Tyr still holds true. It is clear now that his ziggurat was not built to protect the city from the dragon as Kalak claimed, but served some dark purposes only known to the king. What is clear is that Tyr will not survive if something is not done. Indeed, whispers of revolt have been heard among the nobles and merchants. At the very least, they want Kalak to stop taking slaves from the mine so trade can resume. Now we will read My Patron, the Templar's Tale. My entire life is devoted to our proud and magnificent king, and it is a life well spent. King Kalak is the embodiment of what Athos requires, a strong, direct ruler who brooks no half-measures in his subjects. After 1,000 years of efficient rule, one cannot argue with his success. I count myself privileged to serve him for my short lifetime, as should everyone from the basest slave to the richest noble. Yet Kalak's greatest does not end with his strength. His wisdom is boundless, as could be seen in construction of the ziggurat. If his detractors would look beyond the immediate hardships it causes, they would realize King Kalak using the ziggurat to transform himself into the mightiest king of Athos. Soon all will kneel before my magnificent patron. And Kalak's Pyramid of Death.
I was made one of King Calic's scribe 2 years ago, which was fortunate since most slaves who can write are killed. I think the Templars were desperate for chroniclers and clerks to track the work of the King's ziggurat. What I witnessed in the ziggurat has made me regret my learning, or wish I had been killed instead of sent there. To say the ziggurat is evil is to say a jaguar is a kitten. King Calic has built his ziggurat for the sole purpose of transforming himself into a dragon. The entire structure is a focus of defiler magic, draining the life force of the dying slaves in the arena. The devices which collect the life force, however, also collect nightmares of those resting near them, from which the troubled side effect of producing fares. I spoke to another slave who said he was going to kill the Sorcerer King. How he intends to do so is beyond me, but I hope with my heart that he succeeds. Surely Athos cannot survive another dragon leeching its life.
And again, stuck after reading a book. I have to use the keyboards to unlock my character. Another thing I'm going to start doing is I need to figure out how to save without losing my fucking game. That's what I need to do. Exit. Save game. Let me see here. Alright, so if you save game through that menu, it doesn't quit out. If you hit escape and save, it does an exit save. Alright. And of course all I had to do was click on the bottom stairs to get out of here. Doop-de-doo!
Now they have tasted real power. Yet it seems not to corrupt them. I understand it not. If not power, what do they want?
We're looking for Tasarla.
Good day to you, sir. Are you interested in buying anything?
I would like to buy a jaguar cage.
A rare item indeed, almost as rare as another member of the Templar Alliance. How is it that I can help you?
Can you help me get in the pyramid?
Not directly, but there's a Templar named Kovar, who's one of Calic's favorites, and who undoubtedly knows how to get in the pyramid.
Where do I find this Templar?
He lives in the townhouse on the east side of the Shadow Square. I haven't seen him for a few weeks, which is very strange, but I'm sure his servant will know where he is.
Do you know what happened to him?
You know, people say crazy things, but a woman I know said she saw him being carried down an alley by a giant man of obsidian. Myself, I think he got a more secure offer of employment than Templar to a dead king.
A Templar isn't gonna help me.
No, of course not, though they've acted pretty strange since they lost their magic. Like cornered rats, they're very unpredictable. They are, however, better ways for pleading than help.
So just how do I get him to help?
Why, you help him, of course. You're the loyal Tyrian citizen, there to run down some magic users hiding in a pyramid. He'll buy it, I promise, especially if you show him this proof of your citizenship. Kovar's house is east of the market.
Citizenship? Isn't everyone free in Tyr now?
Free, yes. A citizen, no. You'll find that freedom from slavery and Calic's tyranny does not make everyone equal. The Templars especially grasp at the class distinction they can in order to hold on to their status.
Who is this Templar?
His name is Kovar. He's one of Calic's warlords in charge of the city defense. He was fanatically loyal to Calic, and none too happy about the new order of things.
Show me your goods. No, not those goods.
And that about wraps it up. I'm going to go ahead and sell this stuff and keep the camera rolling. even though this is the end of the video. I'm not sure if I need these skulls. I don't think I do. Yes, one steel piece. I'm fucking rich. You can see now I'm approaching 600,000 steel pieces, which is nice. You can always tell if something's magical because it'll be worth a shit ton of money. Alright, we're good on that. And I'll see you next... Hey, get off my nuts, bitch. I'm gonna need this scroll here. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.